This is Shelley Craft coming to you live on SNNLive. We're at the Cambridge House Toronto Resource Investment Conference 2012. I am with Mr. John Burges of Northern Freegold Resources. Freegold, ladies and gentlemen. And the symbol is NFR on the TSX Venture, and the OTCQX symbol is NFRGF. John, welcome back to SNNLive.
Thank you very much, Shelley, for having me back. It's a pleasure.
Good to have you. Please tell our audience, give us the 30-second, and then I want to find out what's up to date.
So Northern Freegold is a resource company. We've got a gold and copper resource up in the Yukon, which is northwest Canada. It's on a road accessible, so the logistics around the project are very good, just north of the capital, Whitehorse. We've got two multi-million-ounce gold deposits that are next to each other on a property that is over 200 square kilometers. That's about 3 times the size of Manhattan. We own 100% of it. So we've already found over 1 million ounces of gold on one deposit and another 1.7 at a second deposit. We've got roughly 200 million pounds of copper and another 90 million pounds of molybdenum. So we've already established a pretty sizable resource. We've got a 10-kilometer geophysical anomaly, which we need to investigate further. It's coincidental to a very substantial gold and copper soil service anomaly, and we think there's a fair amount of blue sky to develop the resource from the existing 43101 compliant resource that we have.
To me, what your words are saying is that you've got a serious property on your hands.
Well, we believe so. You know, if you look at us, our market cap's around $19 million. Just taking the gold ounces, ignoring everything else, we're trading at around $6 a gold ounce on an enterprise value basis.
That's almost a joke.
Well, you know, a lot of junior gold miners have seen their stock prices fall. You know, we're no different. We believe, though, that at the end of the day, companies with a substantial resource already like us, that have good infrastructure, and you know, we're operating in a Canadian jurisdiction, so resource nationalism's coming to the fore. We don't have that issue in the Yukon. Got a rule of law up there.
Let me ask you a question. With that kind of resource, aren't the larger companies circling around your door? I mean, come on now.
Well, we're, you know, geographically, Teck is right next to us. They've taken some properties just to the northwest of us. You know, Kinross came in a couple of years ago and acquired a big property in the White Gold District, 150 kilometers north of us. So you do have majors up there. And, you know, I think you've seen it. You begin to see more M&A in the environment.
Especially this environment.
In the last sort of 6 months. With gold, you know, at that sort of 1770 level, I think if you see a quarter or more on an average basis where gold stays above 1750, you got to believe that investors will start to look at the smaller caps. Right now, there's been a bit of a move into the producers, but it hasn't really filtered down yet into the junior exploration companies. And if you look at that mismatch between commodity and metal prices and the market caps of companies like us and others trading at sub $10 an ounce in the ground, it just seems very cheap.
The summer is over.
Summer's always a tough patch, and we saw that. But you know, we were drilling. We'll be putting out some drill results over the next you know, month or so. On the back of that, because we have a resource, we were drilling at Nucleus, which is a gold deposit. We'll be updating that 43101 resource by year end. And then the next key milestone for us is putting out a preliminary economic assessment, which we plan to do in 2013. We just put out some very, I think, very pivotal news. It was metallurgical results. You know, having a resource doesn't make a mine. You need to, metallurgy is key, and we had some exceptional results where we found you know, gold recoveries of up to 97%, and Nucleus, we've got copper recoveries of 92%, moly recoveries of 81%. These are all very top tier type of recovery numbers. So
now, for our audience, what's your background?
You know, I have a finance background. I was on Wall Street for 13 odd years with some of the bulge bracket investment banks, but I also had buy-side experience, so I was involved with a private equity fund and also ran a resource company. So I've had a mixture of public and private sector and then finance experience, and I joined the company in November last year. And you know, just jumped on board because I saw what I thought was extremely undervalued asset, and with a lot of potential growth. I mean, you know, we've grown our resource around 600% over the last three years, and I think there's still a lot of room to grow that further. So when you kind of combine the two, there's an opportunity, and obviously we need the markets, and then we need some momentum. And we've had a tough.
You're doing the work.
We're doing the work, and I can't control that. But we've had we have a situation where we seem to now, you know, found the commodity prices start to stabilize and move north.
Now it's
so
time
hopefully
to get the story out.
Yeah.
I hear you. Website.
Northern Freegold, www.northernfreegold.com.
And Freegold. How could you forget that name, ladies and gentlemen?
It's a lot of placer mining activity in the Yukon, and actually on our property we have placer miners, so that's always a positive.
There you go. Plenty of free gold then. Ladies and gentlemen, we're at the Cambridge House Toronto Resource Investment Conference 2012. John Burges of Northern Freegold Resources, symbols NFR on the TSX Venture, and OTCQX symbol NFRGF. Let me thank you for coming on,
Shelley's
John.
pleasure. Thanks.
Always good to see you.